Welcome to the NCAA Softball Regionals presented by Capital One. Today, the defending national champions begin their title defense as the Texas Longhorns get ready for a matchup against the Wagner Seahawks, who are making their very first postseason appearance in program history. Shutout appearances against Georgia, but at other times has struggled. It starts off the game with a 4-pitch walk. Gutierrez allowed 5 runs to Oklahoma State, 3 runs to...
Try to take an extra base. It can't be in obvious situations.
Gutierrez, meanwhile, ahead 0-2 to the second batter, Giampolo, and gets her with a strikeout.
Leadoff walk. She issued the first walk she's had in the last 25.1 innings pitched.
Chopped over to third, on to second for 1. And that's all they'll get.
What up, Steve?
Runner is going, the throw from Atwood wide. And Wagner with a runner in scoring position. For her last 3 years. Ready with the 2-2, runner on second, 2 away. And bounces in the dirt and hits her. 2 aboard for
Able to prove that we belong.
Janicki sends one into the gap, and Wagner scores their first run in an NCAA postseason game in program history. How about that start?
Well, so Lali Gutierrez just throws this ball over the heart of the plate, and Janicki drives that left center. Wagner has been attacking good pitches. Even the strikeout for Giampolo, they were strikes. They're forcing Gutierrez to throw in the zone, and Janicki gets all of that one.
2-2 got her. Gutierrez with an inning-ending strikeout, but Wagner is pumped. They have made history. Offense, stellar as usual under Mike White. They've hit 81 home runs this year. 4th most in program history. That one chopped to right field, and a leadoff single for Caden Henry in the conference. Over to first. 1 away.
Oh, the big swing. Jenna, that's the play that is called on the field, so therefore that cannot be reviewed.
Throw on to second. That one gets away. Stewart did strike out. So still a big out for the Seahawks.
Henry actually almost dead on time there. Her foot's not off that bag when Lotus releases the ball.
So is this more nerve-wracking for the pitcher or the hitters, these delays early on?
If I was a pitcher and I felt like I was in a groove, pausing a lot.
After review, the call on the field is changed. The runner left on time. Texas still has 2 challenges left in the ballgame.
So the original call was Henry left her.
Some wind out of the sails.
Here's Vivi Martinez to center field. Moving all around is Naraki, and it goes off of her glove. Caden Henry comes home, and we are tied at 1. What a wild bottom half of the first inning.
Now, this is great base running by Caden Henry. Vivi Martinez hits a changeup deep center field, and while she knows she could tag in advance, she sees that Naraki is kind of lost, and she stays off the base, able to score easily. Great base running.
Team fly out, that brings in the run. Swing and a miss. She has struck out 2 of the first 4 Texas batters she's faced.
offensive explosion that she's had here on the 40 acres.
That one right into the glove of Janicki over at short. So an exciting first inning here from Austin. Wagner strikes first, and Texas responds. Don't nibble around the strike zone and miss. Just fire those strikes in there. Don't overthink it. Swing and a miss. She does that there. Strikeout number 3 for Sitlali.
You just have to have the other pitchers back and go work. But at the same time, by this point in your season or in your career as a senior, should be able to be used in either situation.
And that will drop in there safely, and everybody is safe. Got her. Strikeout number 4. Giampolo making the grab is Nichols. So Wagner threatens again, but it remains a 1-run game. On to the bottom of the second. Henry and an RBI double to Vivi Martinez. Goes to center, charging in Noraki. This time hangs on. Texas native. It strikes out. 3rd strikeout of the game for Lotus. Among the first 7 Texas. Nichols poked over to 3rd. Trujillo is there and threw it away. Nichols has to hurry back to the bag. Still batting .297. Drops down the bunt. Lotus makes the play. Oh, safe. Maloney, underrated speed. First challenge by Wagner.
Ashton Maloney puts down a nice bunt. Sam Lotus fields it well. That's a bang-bang play, and I thought from the naked eye, Ashton Maloney actually got her foot in there before the ball, but Wagner going to ask for this to get reviewed. I don't know that that's enough to overturn it.
After review, the call in the field is changed. The runner is out.
Wow, how about that? Wagner wins the challenge. The call is overturned, and Glenn Moore still has both. But again, making her first appearance in the circle this month. Over to second. Good is there.
Well, and Hannah Wells is going to be able to be one to win at Texas. One of the 2, actually, of those 11 that haven't won game 1 and still come back to win a regional.
There's strikeout number 1 for Hannah Wells.
Also, possibly work her way in to get starts when they need to give Tegan a rest or she's throwing too much.
Back-to-back Ks to end the inning for the freshman.
Hannah Wells risen to the occasion. Even the 1 run given up. You and I talked, that ball could have been possibly caught in center field and be a different ball game right now.
Wagner fired up. Morales made the play to retire.
Wagner has traveled pretty well. That fan section down there is well filled.
Katie Stewart, that one in and out of the glove of Naraki, who's had some troubles in center. And Stewart arrives at second. Martinez comes through again to center field and drives home another Texas run. The Longhorns grab the lead here in the 3rd.
Well, here you can tell Vivi Martinez expecting an off-speed pitch. She stays back on that. A simple ground ball up the middle, not trying to overswing. Naraki playing deep enough. Coach White sends Katie Stewart home all the way. And Vivi Martinez taking the extra 60 on the throw.
Popped it up. Lotus calling for it. Trujillo still ran in there, but finally at the last moment gave way to the freshman pitcher.
Well, I think the freshman pitcher ran down, but Atwood laying off of it.
Atwood belts one to deep center field, and that one is hauled in by Naraki. Compared to Silali Gutierrez.
Well, it's a different pace in the way she's attacking the strike zone, but also how quickly she gets back on the mound after she's thrown a pitch.
And now 3 consecutive strikeouts for the freshman.
That's it. She's continuing just to throw that drop ball, not trying to do too much with it. Let it run until they lay off of it.
4 consecutive strikeouts. And Wells strikes out the side.
Well, Hannah Wells comes in and absolutely changes the tempo of. And that just shows her true strength.
Smashes one to center, and the freshman bashes one off the scoreboard. What a day for Hannah Wells. The breathing room here in the 4th inning.
Well, Hannah Wells, not a hitter's count, but this pitch left over the heart of the plate, and she takes an aggressive swing and absolutely demolishes this one off the netting that's protecting the scoreboard. Just as we talk about her strength, Hannah Wells flexes it.
Popped up by Sneed. So for Hannah Wells, 5 of her last 7 hits.
Has so much power and is able to drive the ball out of the park.
This one poked to left field. Another base hit for the Longhorns. Nichols flying over to second. Caught the Seahawks defense napping.
The base running there by the freshman.
Here is Ashton Maloney. And there goes Nichols over to third. Maloney heads to first. For a second time through the order. Texas much more effective against Lotus. Maloney is going, that one thrown into center field, and it will bring home another 4-1 Longhorns.
Well, now this is where Texas is going to push the envelope. With the speed they have, Ashton Maloney takes second, and unfortunately Buchanan just sails this throw. Janicki has no shot at being able to wrangle that one in, which allows J.C. Nichols to just trot home. But Texas going to continue to put the pressure on the defense of Wagner right now.
Henry over to second. As the runner Maloney advances, that has been a big difference in this ball game because Lotus has looked pretty good for large chunks of this game, but the defense. Stewart to left field. An RBI single for Stewie.
First pitch, and now we see Texas being aggressive on balls in the zone, and Stewart drives this to left field, the first one she sees, able to continuing the scoring for here.
Here is Vivi Martinez, 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs. She sends one into the gap, and it will drop in there and roll all the way back to the wall. Stewart hustling around third, and Vivi Martinez is 3 for 3 with another RBI.
Well, this pitch over the heart of the zone, supposed to be on the inside corner, and Vivi Martinez hits it where it's pitched, drives it to left center. Rocky a little bit of a bad angle, which allows that ball to ricochet and Stewart to score from first.
We'll see if Wagner makes. Vic Hunter launches one off the top of the wall. Hunter heading to second, And it's a pinch hit, run-scoring double for Vic Hunter.
Huge opportunity here in what could be her last postseason run as well.
Atwood pops it up. And the inning comes to an end, but Texas breaks this one wide open. 5 runs in the 4th. Hannah Wells with a big blast. The home run for the freshman.
Well, in the 4th inning when Wells struck out the side, that's just the first time in her career in a Texas uniform that she has struck out the side.
This stretch is unbelievable.
Side rather quickly after they were having some success.
Fired over to first by Nichols at third. That does end the stretch of 6 consecutive strikeouts.
To stay with the same pitch because it's working. They're not mixing just for the sake of mixing.
Strikeout number 7 for Hannah Wells.
Well, the freshman just continues to cook. She's using the 68-mile.
4th inning. Let's see what they do here in the bottom of the 5th. Hannah Wells leading off for the 2nd straight inning, sends one to center and deposits one for her 2nd hit of the contest. Sneed ropes one to left field. 11th hit of the contest for Texas, and the Longhorns with 2 in scoring position.
For her, she was swinging away early in season with not much success.
Nichols to center field. 1 run comes in. It's bobbled in center, and Texas will walk it off in 5. The Longhorns winning their first game of the Austin Regional 9-1 over Wagner and moving on to the winner's bracket.
Well, swinging away this pitch over the middle, and J.C. Nichols able to get the hopper that gets through, and Coach Mike White originally holding up Sneed, not sure, but with the bobble, she's able to score easily and end this ball game.
Texas 9 runs off 12 hits, no miscues in the field as the Longhorns make it 11 consecutive regional wins under Mike White. Time now to take a look at today's Capital One rewarding performance.